speaker. Her name is Ania Halama.
Do not forget your worth and do not forget that your happiness comes first. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spirituality for Badass Babes. It is March 8th already. Happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful, beautiful, badass spiritual babes out there, all the other spiritual babes, all the other women as well. We all need some love, and today is the perfect day for that, especially because there's just so much going on in the world right now. So much heaviness, so much darkness. We need that little bit of outlet of light and joy. I'm coming in from Mexico. I have changed locations right now. Last couple of weeks, I was in Colombia, and I am in Mexico right now getting some much needed beach therapy. I do prefer the mountains, but beach therapy has just been so lovely. I actually went out on the beach and did some yoga this morning and meditated a little bit. It was so beautiful. So I do ask you to connect to all the women that are in your lives. Say Happy International Women's Day. Give them a beautiful gift. It's the rise of the feminine. I will be hosting a goddess retreat at the end of this month, and I'll share more about that next week. But it is the rise of the feminine is happening. So why not connect to all the beautiful ladies that are in our lives, or men as well? Men have feminine energy as well. Just connecting to that, letting that intuition flow and that beauty to flow for us. Because we're rising. We're in the age of the Aquarius officially. The age of the Aquarius is all about heart-centeredness. It's all about your intuition, connecting to yourself, community, nurturing, which is all that women are all about. So I'm really excited. Today, I wanted to start today off before we bring our beautiful guest on with doing a heart opener meditation. And the reason I want to do this is there's so much darkness in the world right now. So much negativity, so much anger, so much hate. Not only are we in a spiritual war right now, we're in an actual war right now. Like, who would have thought? There's just so much going on, and it breaks my heart every single day with what is going on. I'm hosting a GoFundMe account with one of my friends who's actually in the Ukraine. He's got his entire team is over in the Ukraine. He went over there last week to support and get his team out, refugees, and we're raising $50K, each donating an additional $25K on top of that. It's we really need to do our parts in the world right now, and whatever that part is for you, whether that's donating, supporting, just getting in tune with yourself, getting more into your own intuition, and seeing where life takes you, seeing where those inspired ideas come from, and acting on them. Actually acting on them. It's called the law of attraction. If we have to act on all of the actions that come through for us. So I would love to start off with a beautiful heart opener meditation today, just to sit in that heart center and listen to what our hearts really have to say to us, what our hearts really mean, and allow that intuition to start speaking to us, because we're so busy. I literally had 15 calls today between my coaching calls. I had some client calls, like getting ready for this retreat that I'm hosting. I had so many calls today. Like, it's time to sit and listen. Not listen to your mind, listen to your actual heart. Because again, the age of the Aquarius is all about that heart-centeredness. That's where your intuition comes from. That's where your true, deep thoughts, feelings, and emotions come from. That heart center, not from your mind. We're stuck in our minds all the time. We're so just busy, go, 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 go. Nike, just do it. A lot of us are North Americans, Canadians, Americans. We're so used to that masculine energy, that go, 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 constantly thinking with your mind. But now, as we're moving into this feminine leadership, it's time for us to connect more to that heart. So Let's take a couple deep breaths in and out. Get comfortable. Feel free to close your eyes if you need to. Let's take a beautiful deep breath in. Hold it. And release. Take another breath in. Hold it. And release. And a final breath in. Hold it. And release. Now get comfortable. Close your eyes and start connecting to your body. Start connecting to your emotions, your thoughts, but first your body. Start feeling your entire body. Start feeling your mind, your eyes, your face, your lips, your nose, going down your throat, your neck, your chest, your skin. Just really getting in tune with your body. If there's any thoughts that come through for you, feel free to just put them away for later. Right now, you are in the present moment. You are right here, right now. No other thoughts should matter. Focus your attention now into your heart center. This is the middle of your chest. Be aware of your heart space. This is where all your feelings start coming through, all of your emotions. This is where your essence comes through. This is where the pure peace, joy, and love live inside of you. Feel free to put your hands on your heart center to connect and feel deeper into your heart. Now imagine a beautiful green light sitting at your heart center. Feel this beautiful light. The green color is the color of healing. It's the color of your heart chakra. It is the color of your essence. Feel into this green heart center. Breathe gently in and out through your nose. And envision this green light expanding inside of your heart. Expanding and spinning, this green, beautiful light expands all throughout your heart, hitting every cell, every single aspect of your heart center. Feel into this heart center. Let your breath go in and out through your nose. Now ask your heart, what does it need right now, right this second? Sit in this moment for a couple of minutes and just listen to your heart. Listen to that intuition of what is coming through for you. What is your heart telling you? What does your heart want? What are your heart's deepest desires right now? Focus on that green ball of energy inside of your heart and just listen. Now you might get some emotions, some feelings, some memories, some fears that come up inside of your heart. Just remember that everything is exactly for you right now. Feel into those emotions. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Feel free to release. You can do this by yawning. You might cry. You might need a stretch. Just find yourself paying attention into the feelings of your heart, into what your heart is telling you. Now feel the energy of your heart expanding even more, expanding throughout your entire body, expanding to the room that you're in, expanding to the country that you're in, even expanding to your city. Just expanding and expanding, and you realizing that you are your heart center. You are part of this universe. Send love to the entire universe. Send love from this beautiful open heart space into every person, into every being that needs your love right now. You might envision a specific person or just anyone and everyone that you've ever encountered in your life. Send healing, loving energy to the world. Feel the energy going from your heart center into the universe, into the world. Sit in this giving mode for a minute. Now we are going to slowly start coming back from this meditation. Feel free to send any love that you still need to, any final love to your friends, family, the people of Ukraine, anyone that is going through a hard time right now, anyone that needs that extra love. Now we will be coming out of this meditation. Slowly start getting back in tune in your body. I will count you down from 5 to 1. 5. Start paying attention to your physical body again and this 3D plane that we are in right now. 4. 3. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And release. 2. And 1. When you are ready, open your eyes. Connect back to this 3D plane. That was so beautiful. So much love and healing energy was just sent to the world. There really is a power when it comes to meditating in numbers. And I love doing group meditations because the energy and the power is so much more powerful, healing, and projective when we do it together versus meditating on your own intentions by yourself. There really, really is power in the numbers. So that was beautiful. Feel free to go back to that meditation anytime you need to open your heart and really send love to everyone that needs it, because you never know who needs it, but we all need it actually. So if we can do our part just by simply doing a simple 10-minute meditation, then we are doing our part. So feel free to go back to that meditation whenever needed. Whew. All right. So to introduce our beautiful guest speaker today, and I'm so excited to have her on. Our guest speaker today is Jacquelyn Rodriguez. And Jacquelyn, she's a master of all hats, wears many hats, I should say. She's a wife, a mother, a holistic salon owner. She's a certified master neuro coach, a non-toxic cosmetic line owner, a creator, a meditation guide, a podcast host, and a beautiful earth mother. Believe it or not, yes, she does all of these things, and they are active parts in her life and in her story and in her mission to help the beauty industry. I'm so excited to have you here today. Hairstyling has been calling Jacquelyn ever since she can remember, and she'll tell you more about this story in just a little bit because I'm so excited to share how this all happened in her life. It is actually a very fascinating story. At a point, she had a turning point in her life, as many of us do, and she decided that she wants to help more people with beauty products and add healthy beauty products, because we're always trying to live a non-toxic life. So many of us are always living a non-toxic life, but we don't realize that there's actual toxic products in our beauty products as well, in our shampoos, in our makeup, in so many things. And she's going to tell you all about that. This journey brought her to start working on her business as well. She's hired a business coach to develop her business model that was sustainable. The coaching and the mentoring was so dynamic, and it gave her so much momentum. After she was struggling so long in her own business, she made these changes, and then now she is helping other stylists, helping other spa owners, and helping other spiritual beings as well. Jacquelyn created a beautiful blueprint for other stylists, spa owners, business owners, and salon owners so that they could finally start, creating a beautiful, unique business plan and have a beautiful, cohesive business with success, with joy. And she's helping other people succeed, which that just melts my heart so much, because I love seeing other people succeeding and other people helping other people succeed as well. So welcome, Jacquelyn. How are you doing today?
Hi, thank you so much for having me on here and for that beautiful meditation. I'm really, really excited to be here.
I'm so glad. I would love to know, how was that meditation? for you. Yeah. Did you feel your heart center opening? I always love asking guests how they feel after the meditations.
Always. Yeah. I felt like I could feel my heart, and what you said about us meditating together, like, so powerful, so incredibly powerful. And it's one of my favorite ways as well, because I can literally feel the meditation going through my whole entire body. And I'm very heart centered, and one of my favorite colors is green. So, like, just seeing everything green felt so loving. And especially right now, where that's what we need the most in the world.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need the most in the world right now. Like, we're going
Yes.
through some crazy, crazy stuff. So, before we get started, this show is called Spirituality for Badass Babes. So, I'd love to ask you, what makes you a spiritual badass?
Oh, so many things. Such a good question. I honestly, I am just so in tune with my intuition. And even when it seems like it's the most insane thing to do, I follow my intuition. And that is really what has led me to where I am now. So, following my intuition to my badass life.
I love it. And you are a badass because you're here with me today. So let's start with that. So I would love to just start off with your story. How did you become a holistic hairstylist and start this business? How did you start learning about toxic products inside all of our daily products? I'd love to know a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so it is a very interesting story. Like, short story, when I was younger, I grew up with a autoimmune disorder, vitiligo. So I'm very sensitive. I don't have pigment in my skin, and growing up with that, just being very different, uh, really kind of showing up different in the world, I learned how to take care of my skin, and beauty was really important to me because, one, I wasn't your traditional beauty. I had spots, and there was just, I was different. And looking at that, I stood for the underdogs and for people who didn't look like everybody else. So, despite, being looked at as different, then I got into the beauty industry because it was my passion to make women feel amazing, to make them feel the way they looked on the outside, and just being authentically who they were, and seeing that they were worthy of being beautiful and taking that time out for themselves. That's why I got in the industry. And then fast forward, so many years, because I've been in it for 23 years now, which is insane.
Are you
Yes.
even
Well, thank you. I will take that. I am actually, it's a secret, 40 years old, if you can believe it.
It's all those natural
I
products
turned,
you've been using. You look amazing.
thank you. Thank you. Yes, go non toxic and you're good. You're going to look young. So, getting into that entire industry, I saw a lot of stuff. Very, very toxic environments, not only like the products that we were using on ourselves, but like competition and not standing up for one another, and just beauty industry in general. Like, one look of beauty is what's accepted. So, just the toxic environment and everything. And when I had kids, I I had switched everything in my life to non-toxic, cleaning products, because I didn't want them breathing them in, and all the other products, hair, skin. So I cleaned up my entire house, and then I was still walking into a very toxic environment. And one day I was just like, I've got to do something about this. It makes no sense for me to have a really clean, non-toxic, sustainable home and then walk into the salon every day, filling my lungs and my skin and everything with that. So I decided to do something about it. And it was a journey, whew, let me tell you. And I'm so, so thankful that I did, because it really brought me to, this is my purpose. I know, that I get to do this and create change in the industry.
That's beautiful. I love anything and everything to do with change makers in any industry. And this is why we work online. Like, it's 2022. We are changing every industry pretty much right now, if not creating our own industries. And it's so beautiful that you're able to connect women to feel their worth because you've been through that. And I always say, like, when I coach, I always say, like, your clients, your ideal clients are the person that you were 5, 6, 7 years ago, because you've been through that. And if you've been through some of those emotions and those feelings of not feeling worthy, not feeling beautiful, which, by the way, you're beautiful and every woman is beautiful, especially today on Women's Day. We are all extra snazzy. We are all beautiful. So, but I get it, because there's been times where I didn't feel beautiful. And it was funny. I was actually talking to someone today, and we were defying the new sexy, because sexy back in the 1900s, not even 1900s, 1990s, 2000s, sexy was always like dressing up, putting on lingerie, putting on beautiful makeup, like dressing sexy. No. The new sexy is authenticity, is being your own self, is being confident in yourself. That is so much sexier than what you look like on the outside. No, having that grace within yourself, having that confidence inside yourself, that is the new sexy. So I love that you're connecting women to this new side of sexy as well, this new side of themselves. Like, I am a me. This is what I'm doing. This is my badass self. I am authentic. I am vulnerable. I am sharing all of these things. And that is sexy. That is what's going to radiate that energy. And who cares what you look like? Because someone walking into a room that's confident and authentically themselves, their energies, their auras just radiate. And you're like, ooh, I want to get to know that person.
Yes.
Of all of that.
I love all of that, because that is the reality, and that's where it should be. That's where it should have been this whole time. And we're starting to see the change and the shifts in that. And it takes a while for people to really like start to come and like truly stand in that power of who they are, because we have, each and every single one of us has so much to offer, and it's about time that we step into that and really believe and trust and love who we are from the inside out. So and it's so beautiful that we're doing this today.
Yes, works out perfectly. Talking about that beauty, that inner joy on Women's Day. What more do you want? So switching over, going back to toxic products. Like, toxic products, they're everywhere. Like aluminum in your deodorant, stuff in your makeup, your hair shampoos. Obviously, like, cleaning supplies have so much toxic products in them. And we want to start switching over, like, with this new age that we're in right now, with the 2020s. We're all trying to be healthier, because we all know not everyone's getting off of this planet alive. No one is. But we're trying to make it the best time that we possibly can while here, and so we can have the most purest lives, the healthiest lives, so our bodies could be healthier. Sniffing bleach all day when you're cleaning, that's, oh goodness, that's horrendous. But if we can
So terrible.
It's so bad. But if we can switch out some of these products that we're using within our households, within our kitchen supplies, our cleaning products, our health products, our beauty products, if we can start switching those over, we'll start living longer, having more beautiful lives, spending more times with our children, and just living a beautiful, abundant life. And you've done a lot of this. So what are some of those switches that people can start easily doing, whether that is with health products or cleaning supplies, whatever it is? How can someone start looking at crap, this is bad. I need to switch this out. Obviously, reading the labels and all of this. How do they notice that? How do they start switching those out?
So the first thing I'm going to say is give yourself grace. The first thing people do when, like, I remember back when I was looking in things and I had this whole world open up. It was like Pandora's box. And I was like, oh crap. Like, I didn't know this was so bad for you. So immediately we go into like, well, I got to just throw away everything and change everything overnight. You don't have to. You get to make this easy and take one thing. One thing. Don't think about anything else. Just take one product. And one of the easiest ones, well, maybe not as easy, but one of the most important ones is, like you said, deodorant, right? Deodorant, there's so much in it that you don't know and that is actually related and causing cancers. So take that, find a natural deodorant. There are so many out there. Read the labels, read reviews. I do have an ebook like on my favorites. I think I have that on the website that I would be happy to share as well. And just take one thing. Look at the labels. Do not just look at the front, because one of the worst things right now is because it's so important and like it's starting to become more popular to be green or to be organic or non-toxic. Unfortunately, companies are starting to greenwash, meaning they're putting a label on the front and they're saying organic or this is non-toxic or vegan, which I totally love vegan, but that does not mean clean. That just means no animal products.
Same thing with Diet Coke and Coke Zero. It doesn't mean that its diet is good for you. Same goes with this.
Exactly. So like researching, look at what's in the products and just take it one step at a time so that you're not overwhelmed and you don't, because I think that's the scariest thing is people feel like they have to change everything and then they are stuck and frozen and they change nothing. So one thing at a time. Once you're done with your shampoo, go find a shampoo that's going to be clean, non-toxic. I mean, there's so much more now than when I started looking. So there's a ton of products. Again, just do your research and don't be fooled by the toxic, the greenwashing. So taking one thing at a time, I think, is the easiest way to get started.
That's beautiful. And what are some of those, if you can name them, some of those ingredients that people need to look out for that these are not good? Like stay completely away from these.
Yeah, I mean, sulfates, of course, I'm not going to have them like, they're long names. So anything
you can't pronounce, essentially.
Yeah, basically, honestly, it is anything that you can't pronounce. And I do have a list somewhere as well of like the top ones. And then the other one that's really, really sneaky that most people don't even realize is fragrances. That word fragrances, they can put a lot of chemicals in that one word. Like they don't have to list it out. They can just name it and label it as a fragrance and it can just be a toxin in there.
Wow,
And
I had no idea.
Yes. Yeah. So exactly. Like this one, I can't see if it's I can't see that it has fragrance, but when you're looking, it should not have any fragrances except for natural. And if it's natural, it's going to have the fragrance and say essential oil beside it. And that's really how we should be getting the fragrances, because anything else is just going to be packed full of junk.
So speaking of essential oils, and I absolutely love essential oils, is there some tweaks that people can start doing that, for example, like replacing your actual fragrance, like the perfumes that you use, with essential oils. Is there other things that people can start doing to start replacing some of these products that they're using with something more natural? And what would those be?
Yeah. So I never recommend perfume. There are natural perfumes. So, and when you look for natural perfumes, it is just essentially essential oils. Or you can get the little rollers. I make them. I have like my company that I sell at the salon with my color, my shampoos, and everything. They have a all essential oil fragrance, and it's either a roller or a spray, but everything in it is essential oils, nothing else. So you really should be able to read and understand what's in the labels. And as far as, I mean, every single product pretty much has the equivalent in a natural. So for my cleaning supplies, all of my cleaning supplies are pretty basic. You can even just do vinegar and water and then add your own essential oils. Or, right, there's a ton of other brands that are perfect for that, that have cleaned up everything and make it easy. So if you don't want to make your own, you don't have the time, there are brands. Thank goodness now there's so many more that you can take a look at, because people are getting inventive and they're starting to care, which nothing makes me happier than seeing companies really care. Like there's Rothy's is amazing. They take for sustainability, they take all of the plastic, the microplastics out of the ocean. They break it down, recycle it, and make clothing. Well, they don't make clothing, they make shoes and purses. And then Woven is one that makes clothing, like workout clothing with it. People are just getting inventive, but you got to do your research, right? So a lot of my products, I honestly don't run to the local Walmart or Target to get. I search online. I support small local businesses or small businesses across the world, and just have my stuff delivered to me. So it is convenient for me. It also supports a local or small business, and it just comes to my door. I don't have to worry about trying to find something to make it work at one of the local stores, like the big box stores here.
That's beautiful. And when you were starting off your company, because you have an entire beauty line of clean, sustainable products, which is beautiful, amazing, and we'll share more about that definitely as well. Shameless plug. So I would love to know, how did you go about starting that? Obviously, you had how you were growing up, and then you were trying to look for more sustainable products. Was there nothing just available? Where did you start outsourcing these? Like, how did you go about starting this company?
So with my salon, I did like I did in my house, and I started swapping things out and creating the environment. And I'm still to this day swapping things out and looking for better ingredients, better products, because so many products are like starting to come up, and there's simple things that they just haven't made yet, which one day I have this huge dream of being able to create my own warehouse where I actually take sustainability and non-toxic products and create everything for the salon, so that we have an option everywhere in the salon. So, but that's like, I feel the need to do that. So down the road, we'll see how that works out. And then with my makeup line, and I have a box that I make. So everything I actually make in there, with beauty water, with essential oils. I use crystals and everything like that. So I make sure that it is non-toxic. I make sure that it is locally sourced, ethically sourced. So that's really important part. And then everything that I can, it's sustainable products. You just have to research, right? And you got to be willing to try, see how you like it, and then switch.
Yeah,
Does that
beautiful.
answer your question?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And how was the transition for you? I mean, I can't imagine you were just saying that you're still transitioning over. How was
Yeah.
that transition for you. Like, what does that process look like?
Taking it one step at a time. I did my own research. I used it on myself. I really looked into, like, I had my friends and family that were my guinea pigs, and I'm like, okay, come here, let me try this on you, let me see how it works. And then once I felt comfortable, I literally switched my salon overnight from all the toxic brands that I was using before to the new non-toxic clean brands. And because I'm so passionate about it, and because I listened to my intuition, right? I kept getting this message of switch over. I kept getting this message of, like, there's something bigger that you get to do. You have this purpose. So listening to it, I just followed. And then I'm passionate. So my clients in turn became passionate. They weren't at first, they were like, cool, you're doing this, like, okay. And that gave me a platform to spread awareness, to educate, to show my passion. And that's the beginning of where I'm making a change, is every client behind the chair, even if they just switch one or two things, it's made a difference in their lives. And then I get to go onto a bigger scale.
And that's all we can do, is just that one person at a time. And if you could just impact one person a day, then your entire life is complete. You know that you're making a difference in this world. And it's so, so, so beautiful. So you also coach as well. You've hired different coaches. You also are a coach. You do some mindset, you do neuro coaching, you do so many different things. Is this something that you talk about with your coaching clients as well, trying to get them to start living a more sustainable, healthy, holistic life? And how did you start incorporating, because it's two very different businesses, hairstyling and coaching, so how did you start incorporating the two together and merging them?
Yeah, so what's funny is, it's actually, I thought at first that it was different, and then I really realized my main thing is creating that change in the world, right? And getting people, hairstylists, salon owners, my clients, to love themselves with it and be that authentic person, right? So when I switched over to coaching, it was really in need, because there wasn't a lot of sustainable or holistic coaches out there. There's how to make money, how to, put a system in place. There's all sorts of coaching, but not to create this type of environment. So that was my main focus of switching over. And honestly, I got into coaching because the neuro coaching and the energy healing, because that's how I was able to start switching my brain and being authentically me and being able to stand out and feel like I wanted to make a change and that I could make a change. So all of those pieces, bringing someone through that entire change of having the idea, stepping into their purpose, right? Not my purpose, but what's important to them. Stepping into their purpose and really starting to trust themselves and look at that light from within, and then implementing those things, doing the research, implementing it into your business, and just starting to create that environment where you're so fueled up and you're so excited because you're living your authentic purpose through your business, and you're creating change in your salon or whatever business, right? This can work for more than just salons. And that's really why I got into the coaching, and that the shift. And when I looked at it, I was like, that's exactly what I'm doing for my clients behind the chair. I get to do it on a bigger scale. And then each person that I coach in turn turns around and starts coaching or supporting their beautiful clients. And then they go home and support their families.
Yeah, I love that. It's really beautiful, because once we start living in this spiritual bubble, I should say, like, these things just start coming into our lives. We start being more in tune with our bodies, in tune with ourselves, in tune with our spirits, our hearts, all parts of us. And naturally, we just start paying more attention. Maybe we start eating vegan. Maybe we start switching out our beauty products, switching out our fragrances, whatever. We just naturally start doing this. This is exactly what happened in my life. Like, I started getting on a spiritual journey. All of a sudden, I don't eat meat and I am like meditating every single day, 7 hours a day. Not really. That's a little bit of an exaggeration. During COVID time, that's what I did, though. I meditated literally like 7, 8 times a day. I was like, why not? What else was I going to do? But that's the natural progression. And it's beautiful to start paying attention to that intuition, to those inklings, similar to what you were saying. Start paying attention to what is coming through for you, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, and start listening and giving yourself that grace. Like, we don't have to become this beautiful, enlightened being that has all natural products overnight. That's not how it works. Like, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of a process. And it's okay. Give yourself that grace. Check in with that heart center, similar to what we were doing with that heart center meditation. Check in with yourself. Give yourself that grace. Give yourself that love, because sometimes you need it the most. We're always like, we give it to everyone, and we need it a lot as well. And everything is okay. Just take it one step at a time. So what is like the single 1, 2, 3 biggest lessons that you've learned from all of this, switching it over?
That every tiny change you make creates a ripple effect in the world around you. So no change is too small. Changing your deodorant makes a difference. Changing one product in your business makes a difference. Loving yourself is the true end all be all of life. If you love yourself and you step into your purpose, just like you said, like, everything starts to open up. The universe will open up such beautiful gifts for you, and you get to live that. You are change worthy. And that is actually the title of a book that I'm writing.
Ooh, tell us more.
This is the first place you're hearing it. This is literally the first place I'm putting this out into the universe. Is I am in the process of writing a book, and it's going to be on my journey of loving myself, realizing that I am worthy of making this change in the world, and that I know exactly what I get to do. And then my process of all of this. Oh my gosh, that's so so exciting and nerve-wracking that I just said that.
Is so exciting. First off, congratulations. Like, I know the feelings of writing a book. I'm writing 3 this year. It's fun. It's exciting. Like, you're getting it out. You're getting your message across. Like, that's the point. Getting your message, your worth, your story. Talk about living your true, authentic self. Yes.
Yeah.
So congratulations. That's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. Definitely, please share it with me, and I'll share it with everyone else once you're complete with it. And everything else, one step at a time. It's not going to be overnight where you write it.
Yes.
Out there, which is incredible. So that is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very excited about it. This gets to be my authentic vulnerability with the world, like just getting out there and sharing my passion.
Beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. So where can people find you? Where can people follow you? Where can they learn more about this upcoming book that you have going on? Find your beauty products. Where can people get more information as well?
Yes. So you can follow me. I have 2 websites, jacquelynrodriguez.com, and the other one for my salon is enlightenedstyles.com. I also am on Instagram, Facebook, mostly on Instagram. You can DM me there. I'm a real person. I actually will DM back. And that's Jacquelyn Rodriguez Intuitive. And yeah, follow all of my journey there. And I will be relaunching my podcast in May. So that's coming back up. Oh, I think we're frozen. I think we lost. Okay. So that is where you can find me. And I will also be giving away 15 minute, like a free 15-minute, like just hash it out and, just see what you're looking for. I would love to talk to anybody. And I think we will have the link here for you as well. So you can schedule a call with me and just ask the questions or, really dive in deep to how do you get started on this journey and uncovering that self-love and that purpose for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I just got this connected for a quick second, and this was exactly what I was afraid of. But I'm glad you shared everything. I'm assuming everything was shared. And Anna behind the
Yep.
scenes, she's amazing. So I'm sure she's put everything up there. So do you have any last minute tips, tricks for anyone to get started with healthy products, or how they can start making this change in their lives, or any other tips and tricks on how to love themselves, or whatever feels like coming through right now?
Yeah. So the loving yourself is coming through because I think we can find the research and you can message me. I will tell you all my favorite products, like totally out there. I will tell you. And for loving yourself, like get quiet and take that time for you, right? Look at your life, look at the things that have been opened up for you, even the challenges, and sit and see, like, what does that actually mean for you? What is that challenge, or even the really positive, like amazing things happening? What is it trying to tell you? Because that's where we end up finding our purpose. And if you take the time to just look at those things, you will know what your next step is. And when you start trusting yourself, oh, the world, the universe, everything opens up for you. And you can trust it's a minute, second by second trust, like change. And it's a choice. You get to trust yourself minute by minute.
Thank you so much, Jacquelyn, for sharing all of that. That was beautiful. Yes, it's so beautiful to connect to our own intuition, similar to what we were doing and talking about in the beginning. Like when we silence the mind, it's really when we silence the mind, open up our hearts. That's when we start getting these intuitive hits. And it's not only that we start getting these hits, but we need to start taking that action, taking that inspired action of what comes through. But we need to silence everything that's going up here, silence all of the monkey chatter that's going on day in and day out, and really start listening, because that intuition, like, we're all intuitive. And now with the age of the Aquarius, the rise of the feminine, like our intuitions, the veils are lifted. Like it is, ooh, it's crazy. But a lot of people, they think like, oh, I'm just crazy. Like this isn't real. This isn't true. Like I don't know where these thoughts are coming from. No, we need to trust ourselves. Trust yourself that you are on the right path. You are getting the right guidance. You are getting all of these beautiful downloads for a reason, and start acting on them then. Thank you so much, Jacquelyn. This has been so beautiful, so informative. I'm so excited to go home and start looking at my beauty products right now, and start slowly switching them out. Because remember, we don't have to do it all at once. Take it one step at a time. Maybe start with your sunscreen day one, then your deodorant, then your mascara, whatever. Start little by little by little, and you'll soon enough you'll be switching out your entire house.
Well, everything's disposable. Like you run out of it. So just when you run out, look for a different brand, look for a cleaner brand. And then even if that one runs out, look for an even cleaner brand. Like we get chance after chance. You don't have to get it right the first time. Just making that aware action choice to do something a little cleaner makes a big difference.
That's beautiful. Thank you again, Jacquelyn. This has just
Thank
been
you.
incredible. Yes, get rid of that monkey chatter.
Yes, let it go.
So thank you so much, everyone. Please connect with Jacquelyn if you're looking to switch out your products or get more information. Again, my name is Ania Halama, and I am the host of Spirituality for Badass Babes. I'm so excited to be here, and I will see you guys next week. If you have any questions for me at all, feel free to reach out. Similar to Jacquelyn, I am also very available. I am an actual human, and I do reply to all my messages as well. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and please redo that meditation that we did in the morning. Feel free to go back to the replay once it is available on all social media platforms, redo it, and really open up that heart center and start allowing the beauty and love to come through for everyone. So thank you everyone for watching, and happy Women's Day to all the beautiful ladies out there, and I will see you all next week.